Here's the thing. I know you're pessimistic, but the fact that they're dining together probably tells me that these lower-level talks have achieved something, or there is some progress there. What is a realistic expectation, then, to have ahead of this meeting?
Well, I think my pessimism is actually realistic in this environment where I think the Trump administration has set the bar very high for the Chinese to come to Buenos Aires and actually bring enough so that the Trump administration can declare victory. And so that's the reason for my pessimism. I don't anticipate it will be a wholly negative meeting. I think both leaders have an interest to see a positive outcome. But probably the most optimistic I could see it being is a process outcome where both sides agree that they need to take steps that will allow for a revitalized dialogue to deal with tariffs as well as deal with the market access barriers that are preventing American companies from being able to compete on a level playing field in China. That's the crux of the matter for the business community, at least.
Right. And you've heard from China before, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be budging on that front when it comes to intellectual property theft and whatnot. So what could China come out of this, and what could we see from them that could actually be constituted as a win?
It's interesting. You know, President Xi in Spain today did talk about the need for China to open its doors wider to foreign investment, to lessen market access barriers, and to protect intellectual property more. Rhetorically, that's great. I don't think that's enough for the Trump administration. They're going to look for things that are more concrete in order for the Trump administration to back down on increasing the tariff rate from 10% to 25% on January 1st, or putting tariffs on a whole host of $267 billion of imports into the United States, which President Trump, of course, has threatened to do if the meeting is not successful. So what does success possibly look like? Maybe if the Chinese offered concrete and immediate lowering of tariff rates on a whole host of commodities. The U.S. Trade Representative today just highlighted the difference between China's tariff rate for imported autos versus the U.S. Tariff rate for imported autos. While President Xi likes to say that China, of course, is taking on the mantle of globalization and supports free trade, in practice, China does remain more protectionist than many other markets.